A high-level delegation of former heads of state and Nobel Prize laureates visited the Kingdom of Bahrain, many for the first time, to learn about the kingdom's sustainable development efforts and its growth in all fields. The delegation included the former president of South Africa, Frederick William de Klerk, the former president of Poland, Lech Walesa, the former president of East Timor, José Ramos Horta, children's rights activist Dr. Kailash Satyarthi, and Undersecretary General and former Executive Director of the United Nations Human Settlements Programme, Professor Anna Tibaijuka. During their visit, the delegation met with significant figures and visited significant places in the kingdom. They met with the Prime Minister, His Royal Highness Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa multiple times and learned about his efforts in achieving political, economic and social development in the kingdom, as well as his constant interest in consolidating the values of peace, coexistence and love among members of the Bahraini society.
In fact, for your historical visit to our country. We are very happy to have you here, and we thank you for what you have said to the media, to the who you met today and yesterday, and you have tomorrow also. This is a visit we will always remember with thanks and appreciation.
I was very interested to listen to the Prime Minister. I fully agree with him that the smaller nations of this world has a role to play, that there's been too much dominance by the big countries and the strongest economies, and that the smaller nations should come together and form alliances and work together in order to ensure a better life for all their people and the security of all their people.
What the Prime Minister is doing is exactly my philosophy, my approach.
The Prime Minister, he is a great guy. He is a visionary. He is a true leader with a lot of moral authority and a lot of compassion and respect for humanity.
We had the privilege of meeting the Prime Minister and some of the leaders, and what impressed me was how incredibly gracious and friendly and open they were. Often leaders of countries often appear very prideful and arrogant, but the leadership that we met here emphasized their passion to serve the people, their openness and their enthusiasm.
The delegation were given an official tour of the Bahrain National Museum and were briefed by the president of the Bahrain Culture and Antiquities Authority, Sheikh Hamay bint Mohammed Al Khalifa, on its sections, which contain a collection of artifacts and artistic models depicting the civilizations known by Bahrain throughout its history. They praised the outstanding level of the museum and its content, which embodies the civilizational depth of Bahrain and its people, lauding the museum's architectural design reflecting the Bahraini identity. The delegation also toured a number of historical heritage areas, cultural landmarks and vital developmental projects in the kingdom, accompanied by the Minister of Cabinet Affairs Mohammed Al-Mtawa and His Highness Sheikh Hassan bin Isa Al Khalifa. This included Bahrain Fort, the Tree of Life, Khalifa City and Gravity indoor skydiving. The delegation gave lectures at the Bahrain National Theatre and the Sheikh Ibrahim Cultural Center, where they spoke about coexistence in Bahrain and the cohesion characterizing the Bahraini community, lauding the kingdom's efforts to foster human rights and ensure optimum services and care for citizens and expatriates. By the end of their visit, the delegation agreed that the Kingdom of Bahrain is a model that the rest of the world should emulate, and many of them expressed their desire to return in the future.
I'm very impressed with Bahrain. It's my second visit. I've been here in 1995. It's truly, I think, a stable country and a prosperous country. I'm impressed by the way in which they've diversified their economy, with oil reserves going down and going away. And it is a shining example of what can be achieved by a small nation in a small country.
It's extremely important that more should be seen and said about Bahrain's unique experience for the rest of the world to appreciate these oases of tolerance, of inclusion, of respect of all other faiths.
I would love to spend more time I would love to stay here. I feel like home here. The people are so nice, so warm, so passionate, so lovable. I'm very impressed.
In my opinion, the Kingdom of Bahrain has accomplished a lot in terms of globalization, much more than even Europe and the rest of the world. I have been searching for solutions for the conflicts we have in Europe, and for this reason, during the meeting with His Royal Highness the Prime Minister, I listened intently to make use of it. I've truly enjoyed my time in Bahrain. It has great culture and great people, and I wish I could stay longer.
I believe that Bahrain's investment in education, investment in health, in health of its people, investment in infrastructure, investment in the rule of law, investment in creating a diverse economy. All of these things bode well for a stable, secure future in which people can flourish.
This is Shog Mohammed reporting for Bahrain International.